My name is Ken Murphy, and I brought a couple projects here. I have some time-lapse pieces that are showing here on the wall.
Yeah.
The one that's showing right now is called A History of the Sky,
Okay.
and it's a time-lapse visualization of the sky over the course of a year.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty amazing. So did you always do it from the same place?
Yeah, so basically I built a camera rig that sat on the roof of the Exploratorium Museum, and it took a picture of the sky every 10 seconds
Okay.
around the clock for a year.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it's a lot of pictures. So
Yeah.
it's about over 8,000 pictures a day, over 3 million pictures a year.
Wow.
And then what I did with those images is, with each day, I created a time-lapse movie of the sky for that day.
Yeah.
And then I created this big grid, which is all, each of those individual days arranged in chronological order.
Right.
So what you're looking at here is an entire year.
Oh, interesting. And is that the actual speed of movement of the clouds on that day?
Right, well,
or-
it's time-lapse, so it's
Okay.
sped up quite a bit.
Yeah, but
so
you
it's-
notice some are moving more slowly and some are moving more
Yeah,
quickly.
well, you
that
get
was
all
just
kinds
the
of-
speed on that day.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're all synchronized by time of day, and one of the things I wanted to capture is what's happening right now.
Okay.
And you see this cascading effect. And the
Yeah.
reason that's happening
As
is
you go to night.
exactly, and it's getting dark first because they're all the same time of day.
Right.
It gets dark first in the winter when the days are shorter,
Right.
and then it sort of cascades outward. And the last day to get dark will be the summer solstice.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then at sunrise the opposite thing happens.
Exactly. Oh, that's really fun. And that's exactly how it happens in what you did.
Exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I was sort of after when I started this project, was to capture that cyclical pattern of
Yeah.
sunrise and sunset, the variations in day length throughout the year.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, did you have any adventures as you were going through the year, like camera breakdowns or like,
Yeah, there were some technical problems here and there. The main thing was, the thing I wasn't expecting was sort of battling spiders, which like to,
Okay.
there was a hood over the camera
Yeah.
to protect it from sunlight, and spiders love building, every morning they would build a little web on the camera hood, so if you look
Okay.
really closely you can see
Yeah.
spiders building their webs. But
Definitely. I mean, there was definitely raindrops a couple days.
yeah, and you get a lot of rain, I had to climb up on the roof a lot and keep the lens clean. And
Yeah.
there's the occasional camera breakdown, but for the most part I was able to, it was on the network, so I was able to log into the camera remotely and do kind of maintenance remotely for a lot of the maintenance remotely.
Okay, that's a really good idea. Now I notice we're into a new animation now, which looks like a San Francisco skyscape.
Right, so I have a few different videos playing here, and these are what I call panoramic time-lapse videos, and I created them by mounting a camera onto a rotating tripod.
Okay.
It's actually a telescope, a tripod intended for telescopes, and it's got a little motor in it, and so I can very precisely control the rotation speed.
Oh, that's very cool.
So I would say, I would mount the camera on there, have it do a single rotation in, say, an hour, and then take a picture every few seconds.
Right.
And then I could make so that would make a movie.
Right.
And this one's sort of hard to explain, but when the next movie starts, I can explain what's going on.
Okay, that's
It's
cool.
about to change over.
Now, what kind of software were you working in?
So I basically write my own scripts, which I use a graphic library
Okay.
that, for image processing, an open source image processing library called
Okay.
ImageMagick.
Oh, that's
But I use but the programs I write myself using a programming language called Perl, which is good for, which is a useful language when you're dealing with lots of files.
Yeah, very old school. I like
It is old school, yes. My background is Unix system admin, so
Oh, well, there you go.
I work with what I know.
Well, how smart are you?
So here you can kind of see what's going on. So this was shot using a rotating tripod. And then I formatted it in a way that you see an entire 360-degree panorama all at once.
That is really, really funny. And then it goes to night again.
Yeah. So here's one. If you look at each one of these rectangles, it's
Yeah.
actually, each one is the exact same movie,
Right.
but they're just slightly offset in time.
Yeah.
And if you offset them just the right amount, they line up to make a 360-degree view all at
Oh
once.
my gosh. How fun is that? How did you come up with the idea for this? What inspired you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You didn't slip in the shower and
Yeah, I
figure
know.
out
I just was. I'm just really, I got interested in doing time lapse and just like thinking about unusual, interesting ways that you can present time lapse other than just, I mean, a straightforward movie like
right,
this sort
exactly.
of.
And so I see that you have 2 displays up here. Is there something specific that you used in technology-wise to actually display these while you were here?
So I just use. So these are just the videos you're seeing are just movies I rendered. So now it's basically playing a movie.
Right.
And that movie is being spread across 2 projectors using this piece of external hardware that combines 2 displays into a single display.
Oh, right, absolutely.
And then the computer just thinks I have one big display.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then it's just a matter of lining them up very carefully so they're right,
so
side
that
by
they're
side.
actually all playing the same thing at the same time?
Yes.
Do you have to hit the play button all at the same time?
Well, it's only one movie, so it's actually that part's easy. So it's one movie that gets spread across both projectors. So I don't have to worry about that. That makes it a lot easier.
Took one little thing out of the way.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. What are you thinking? Are you going to go any further with this, or are you going to change directions? What's your thought?
I'm going to keep experimenting. I don't have any specific ideas, but I just like sort of playing with this format, playing with time lapse, and trying to do something unusual with it. I think,
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.